So today we're going to be reacting to the final WNBA power rankings for the 2025 WNBA season, and I think it's going to be, again, an interesting one to see who is where and what the WNBA itself is going to rank. My opinion, it is going to be Lynx, Liberty, and I think they're interchangeable. They're both so good. And, like, you can argue they both got better. Like, the Lynx lost Anna Lasini, brought in Carly Simonson and Jessica Shepard. The Liberty lost Benigja Laney-Hamilton, and they're the only team that can really afford to offer a Mason on a max. If she goes to the Liberty, just give them the title. And Leonie Phoebe, she's only going to be better. We saw in the playoffs how good she was. They're not going to leave her on the end of the bench anymore. So they're going to be really, really good. And then you've also got the two of them. And for me, the best of the rest, I'm still taking the Indiana Fever, but I'm not that I'm not as sold on the Indiana Fever anymore. I'm very sold on the Atlanta Dream. I'm very sold on the Dream. And the Aces, I think, are going to be okay. I'm not sold whatsoever on the Seattle Storm. I'm not sold in the slightest on them. I would have them as my fifth team. But yeah, it's genuinely a toss-up. For me, then it would go... I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. I'm definitely going to do a more detailed one before the season starts. I would have them kind of in the same tier. I'd have the Storm a little bit below them. I'd have the Mercury a little bit below them. I would have the Sun at the bottom with the Valkyries a bit ahead. Then I would have a little bit ahead of them the Wings as the third worst team. And then, or the Mystics as the third worst team. The Wings is the fourth worst. Sparks. Sky might be better than the Mercury, you know. But let's scroll all the way to the bottom. So we can go from the bottom first. So we have got last the Golden State Valkyries. I think the Valkyries are trying to win. I don't think a team that's not trying to tank is going to finish last. Like, I don't think, because, again, with the Connecticut Sun, because of the 2-year rule, it doesn't matter how bad the Connecticut Sun do. They are, like, they're not going to have the best odds for the top pick. So, I don't see the Valkyries doing much. I don't see them doing much, but I also don't see them being the worst team in the WNBA. I just think they play too hard. They have too many options. They have too much depth to be the worst team in the regular season. But one of the worst two, fair enough. Then the Sun, Tina Charles back in New York, playing for the team that drafted her, top pick in 2010. Okay. That's great. That's a great breakdown. On Friday night. The Tina Charles played against their old team. That's a great breakdown for why they're the second last team. That's a great breakdown. I don't think they have enough firepower. Like, JC Sheldon looks like they're one of their best offensive players. I don't think they have the firepower to do much. And also the Connecticut Sun, they don't have their draft pick. They mightn't be trying to lose, but they also, because of the 2-year rule, might be trying to lose because they got to suck next year too to be in Juju sweepstakes. But the Washington Mystics, I think one of these three teams isn't at the bottom. I think one of these three teams does better than expected. Despite ending the 2025 preseason losses to Indiana Atlanta, Mystics fans saw a promising debut from rookie Kiki Iriafen. Promising preseason. I did not think Kiki Iriafen was great. She was terrible against the Fever. I didn't think she was great in the second game either. Like, she scored quite a lot against the Atlanta bench. Citron was by 100. Why are they not mentioning Sonia Citron scoring 15 points against the Fever and being arguably the best player on the court outside of Sophie Cunningham? I don't know. I didn't think Kiki was great, to be fair. But the Mystics, the Sparks at 10. Wow. Well, why would you have the Sparks below the Wings? I know they didn't look great. But, like, you've got Rickea Jackson, can bring someone back. Azare's a good player. I like this team, you know. I don't mind this team. Like, I would put the Wings quite a lot below them. I genuinely think I put the Wings quite a lot below them. The Wings have looked terrible. Like, they literally were out there, not taunting, but, like, celebrating like they'd won the WNBA finals against the Toyota Antelopes when they were scoring on them with full court trapping. The Wings preseason, Owen lost to the Aces, number 1 overall pick. In her first pro action, I'm scoring 10 in her debut at 15 points, 6 boards, 5 dimes, including this highlight reel dish in the second outing. They played the Toyota Antelopes. Like, I don't care if the Liberty lose to the Toyota Antelopes or beat them by 150 points today. I don't care. It is the Toyota Antelopes. I repeat, it is the Toyota Antelopes. The Toyota Antelopes. And the Sky at 8. I like the Sky. I like the Sky. I have just this weird feeling. I have this really weird feeling the Chicago Sky are going to... They're going to be somewhere between 6 and 8. I have a really, really weird feeling that... Yeah, that we're going to see the... the Sky just be better. I think they've got depth. Their bench is so good. Like, you can literally put in Elizabeth Williams. You can put Elizabeth Williams and Beck Allen as your 4 or 5 off the bench. Who would, by the way, Elizabeth Williams and Beck Allen would be both starters on the Dallas Wings. They'd be both, maybe not Sparks, but they would be both starters on the Wings, and you can bring them off the bench as your 4. Hailey Van Lith looks solid. Like, I like Rachel Banham as just a shooter. I think they've got so much depth. I really like this guy team. Anya Were, I like. Their starting 5 has some grit and defense. I think the Sky 8 is fair, but I think of all like the Wings, Sky, and Sparks who I lumped together, I think they're going to be the best team. The Atlanta Dream at 7. Did they not change any of this? The Dream have looked so good in preseason. It's going to take some time to get used to seeing Brittany Griner Dream jersey. I had 16 points, 10 boards in 19 minutes. I didn't even play against the Fever. Like, I genuinely think that Brittany Griner was unbelievable in that first game. And Brittany Griner is a like legitimate force on the inside, and yeah, she could be good on the outside as well with Bree Jones shooting the 3. The way Atlanta Dream are playing with Carl Smesco, even when they're shooting bad, the pace they play at and the energy they play at, Pow looks good. I would have the Dream over the Mercury in the Storm. I'd have them over the Storm. The Storm, why are people so hyped about the Seattle Storm? They got worse than last year, and they ended last season horrendously bad. Why are people hyped about the Storm? They got older and worse, and people are hyping them up that they're contenders. The Mercury, at 6, they do not have the depth. They do not have the depth. Like, Satu does not play any defense. Alyssa Thomas cannot shoot. And outside their big 3, who's their next best player? Maddie Westbelt's sister, Katrin Westbelt. Sevgi Uzun. Maybe a Koa McCanny, the rookie. But, like, they have literally nothing outside those 3. Kalani Brown, please. Like, they have absolutely nothing other than those 3. I think the Mercury, put the Mercury at 8. Give me the Mercury at 8, unless Nate Tibbetts is some genius coach. And I don't know when it comes to Nate Tibbetts if he's a genius or crazy, because people with a man with new ideas is considered crazy until those ideas work. And Nate Tibbetts, I've always said this, the man will throw 100 different defenses at you. He has infinite junk zones in his arsenal. I don't know what the hell he's going to do on a possession by possession basis as a coach. So it really always depends on that. But the Mercury are no better than last year. I would have them down at 8. I'd have them below the Dream and the Sky. And I would have the Dream above the Storm as well. I would have Fever 3rd, Aces 4th, Dream 5th. But, like, the Dream really close. I really think what Carl Smesco is going to do is really good. And if I'm looking at teams in preseason, coaches that I've been impressed by, Natalie Nakase, Tyler Marsh, and Carl Smesco. They're the 3 coaches I've been really, really impressed by in preseason. And the Fever 5th. Really? 5th? Like, you're basically saying they're not going to improve on last year because the Sun fell off the face of the earth. Outside the Sun, there's not a single team that they were ahead of last year that you predicted them. You predicted them to do the exact same as last year when they added Dewana Bonner. They replaced Chrissy Wallace with Dewana Bonner. They replaced Nalissa Smith with Natasha Howard. and they replaced Katie Lou Samuels with Sophie Cunningham, and you said they didn't get any better. Like, what is this obsession with the Storm? Like, Lee Yaroo couldn't get off the bench. Lee Yaroo was a bench player for the worst team in the WNBA last year. Lee Yaroo got like 25 and 12 put on her head by Dominique Malonga last year. Like, Dominique Malonga is not going to be good this year, especially to start the year. She's just kind of there. Like, I'm trying to figure out, am I missing someone on the Storm's roster? So the Storm basically replaced Jewel Lloyd with the oldest player in the WNBA, in Alicia Clark. They replaced Jewel Lloyd with the oldest player in the WNBA, and they replaced Serena Sundell got cut. So they replaced Jewel Lloyd with Lexi Brown. They replaced Jordan Horston with Alicia Clark. They replaced, in a lateral move, they replaced Mercedes Russell with Leah Rue. Breanna Frazier's cut. Mackenzie Holmes is cut. Katie Lou's gone. How many did they even have? 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 players. What? They've got 10 players. Am I right counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They have 10 players. They're starting out the season with 10 players. Erica Wheeler is their backup point guard. Fair enough. Like, they cut Sundell. Like, Wheeler's their backup point guard. They have 10 players and one of them is 19 years old. One of them is... They don't have a backup small forward. They don't have a backup small forward. They have one backup power forward, no backup small forwards, and one backup center. What? And there's no way. The Storm are more likely to be 8th than 4th. They're more likely to be 8th. And it's not like Skylar Diggins is getting any younger, or Nneka Nwumeke is getting any younger. But the Ace is 3rd. Fair enough. I don't think they should be 3rd, but I'm not going to argue that. They looked pretty good in there. They looked pretty good against the Wings. It's the only preseason game they cared about. So they did look good in that game. So I will say, one of the 4 teams going beating in preseason. Well, yeah, they played the freaking Mercury in one of those games. But yeah, I don't mind them in 3rd. I don't agree with it. Don't hate it. The Lynx 2nd. I like the Lynx. I really like the Lynx. I think over the regular season, maybe they'll be 1st. But fair enough. Lynx, Liberty 1-2. The Liberty, the Liberty might have got better. The fact is, they both got better. They both got better on paper. Like, Shepherd is an update on UHAS. But what is this obsession with the Seattle Storm? The Seattle Storm starting 5 is fine. Diggins, Gabby Williams, Alicia Clark, Nneka Nwumeke, and Ezi Magbegor. Ezi Magbegor fantastic as a center. Nneka Nwumeke fine. Diggins was good last year, especially post Olympic break. Gabby Williams, I don't understand why people are talking about Gabby Williams like she's all WNBA first team. She's a really good player. She's a really good starter. That's it. Never been an all-star. Just like a really good player. Isaiah Cook is a fine bench guard. Lexi Brown, oh my God, I just realized they have 10 players. One of them is 19, and Lexi Brown has Crohn's. So you just know she's not going to play that many games. Erica Wheeler. Like, what are we watching? No, is that 6 bench players? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 5 bench players. Are they going to sign somebody else? Are they going to sign somebody else? Or are they actually going to... Are they going out with 10 players? One of them is 19 and one of them has Crohn's. And people are actually putting them as the 4th best team in the WNBA. Whatever these people are smoking, I want what they're having. Because the Seattle Storm are more likely to fall out of the playoffs. And, more likely to fall out of the playoffs and go back to where they were 2 seasons ago as one of the worst teams in the WNBA, and they are to finish ahead of the Fever, the Dream. And honestly, give me the freaking Sky over the Storm. Give me the Sky over the Storm, honestly. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you guys.